Listen, if Cliff Bleszinski is making a new game, you pay attention. He's not Kojima. He's no artistic genius. He's not Peter Molyneux, but he does know how to make a fun multiplayer shooter, and he's got the record to prove it.
LawBreakers is the next big multiplayer shooter due to release from the king of manly dude bro shooting himself, Cliff Bleszinski. It's a class-based multiplayer shooter not entirely unlike, you guessed it, Overwatch, and it's due out on August the 8th for PC and PS4. It's made by Cliffy B's new studio Boss Key Productions and entered closed beta on June the 28th before opening up to everyone just 2 days later.
Hang on a minute, did you say beta? It's not how you say beta, Mike, is it? They say I mean,
you
how
read
many?
the dictionary. That's how we say it in Britain.
How many comments already is there? It's not beta, it's beta.
Beta.
This is how you spell it, guys. It's phonetic like this. Beta. Beta.
That might be correct, but it's not correct in Britain, in these British Isles, where we live. Okay, so I'm going to keep saying beta because that's right. I'm going to keep saying it.
Suck it.
Replace the letter B with V and try to say Vita.
All the critics do seem to enjoy what's on offer, praising in particular things like its smooth gameplay, the satisfying feedback, and yes, its low price. Bleszinski made a bit of a splash when he announced the game's price at the E3 PC gaming show this year, saying, among other awesome consumer-friendly things,
$29.99, none of that $60 multiplayer-only bullshit.
He also tweeted about the game, LawBreakers will be $29.99 US, no paid DLC, no pay to win bullshit. I mean, that's just, yes. Yes.
Yes!
And let's not forget, Bleszinski has got some pedigree when it's coming to making fun games about shooting other players in the face, sometimes from as close range as possible. This game is AAA in all but price point, and all things considered, if you like Overwatch, if you like competitive multiplayer, this is one enticing proposition, especially at that price. So why the f*** is no one paying attention?
You sound very angry then, Mike.
It's just in capitals, isn't it? You have to. I've
got
one of the capitals.
When LawBreakers entered
Vita.
the player count wasn't exactly through the roof. In fact, according to Steam's stat tracking site GitHype, LawBreakers numbers were 80% less than that of Paladins, another Overwatch-inspired title. They were more similar to the Overwatch casualty and mega flop that was Battleborn, a game that, while very different to Overwatch on so many levels, fell flat on its face thanks in large part to its superficial similarities to Blizzard's game. GitHype says during its 8-day beta, LawBreakers brought in a peak of 7,500 players in a single hour, with the daily averages reaching as high as 3,500 players per hour over the weekend. Those lower than expected numbers were only enough to rank LawBreakers as high as number 73 on Steam's list of most played games last week.
So it's not even made the top 50, which has got to be a bit of a worry for this studio because they've got some pedigree behind them, they've got Bleszinski involved, they've got some great marketing, some kind of word of mouth guerrilla marketing in a way, just purely because of the way that Bleszinski's been talking and tweeting and doing what he does basically, and saying the kind of things he's been saying. That's great, you know, that appeals to PC gamers. They like this kind of thing. They don't like, especially they don't like pay to win stuff and overpriced games and all that stuff. They hate it, and he's ticking all the boxes. The company's ticking all the boxes and they're doing things right. So I can't understand why no one's paying attention.
Maybe too many people are just playing Overwatch.
All of the
too many people are having fun playing Overwatch.
Yeah, all the people who would be interested in this game are already playing Overwatch.
An awesome game. I think it needs something like, it needs something really different and really enticing to bring over those players because they're already got an awesome game.
Exactly. I mean, you're seeing games like Battleborn is just, you know, it's just splashing against the wall and just, it's nothing now. Battleborn is nothing. It's just, there's desperate state for Battleborn as a game. I mean, they've tried everything to revive that game. Then you've got something like Paladins, where that is different because you don't have to pay for it. It's free. So you can just jump into it, download it, and have a go. And, you know, that might scratch the itch for you without you having to fork out 40 quid. That's one thing that this, you know, we've already mentioned the price for LawBreakers is terrific, and it really is. That's fantastic. That's really aggressive, excellent pricing, and it's a reflection of what the game is. It's multiplayer only, there's no story, and it's just an online experience, so $30, that'll do us. You know, that's wonderful. But even that is still like money. It's still an alternative to Overwatch. It's like, do I buy Overwatch or do I buy LawBreakers? Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of, it's in the same ballpark type of thing. So it's difficult for LawBreakers. The odds are against it looking at this.
It's very worrying looking at those figures, and you look at a game like Battleborn, which is now free to play. essentially. Will it be going down that route? Will they have to cut the price even more? Will they be able to meet overheads if these figures are indicative of the amount of people that are going to be buying the game? I know, it's very worrying.
GitHype points out that LawBreakers' poor figures come despite developer Bosky's efforts to, and I quote, learn from Battleborn's mistakes. Bleszinski and his team at Bosky have been using LawBreakers' more realistic art direction to try and separate themselves from being compared to Blizzard's wildly successful hero shooter Overwatch, GitHype says.
One little bit of info that might help explain these numbers is the fact that the beta went ahead during the height of the Steam summer sale. Gamers might have been more tempted to go for heavily discounted titles they've just purchased rather than dip into a beta. And of course, early beta player counts don't guarantee a game's success and failure, and we don't have any figures for the beta on PS4. But just bear in mind that this game didn't even crack the Steam top 50 during its open beta, something that publishers Nexon will want to look at before the game comes out next month. I tried the beta, I installed it, I was interested in it because of the Cliff B connection thing and his attitude towards gaming in general. I was excited to try it. So I installed it, I played it for like 20 minutes, I tried through a few of the classes, I quickly learned that this isn't the kind of game that I would be interested in, and I moved on. And it appears that maybe a lot of people did the same kind of thing.
Because amazingly, that is exactly what I did. I don't know, it's just not for me, I guess. Having said that, I don't enjoy any of these kind of arena shooters, the hero shooters. What I'm seeing is positive reviews for this. All of the stuff around the game done right, the pricing, the pay-to-win stuff, the DLC, none of that stuff is in it. Everything's going right. The only thing I can think of is when reviews land, and if it reviews strongly and people suddenly pay attention when it's getting like high 90s and stuff. We've already seen it with games like Nier Automata. Obviously the people who loved Nier knew that game would be the game it was, but then for everyone else, a lot of people are suddenly paying attention to that game because it's had amazing reviews. So it could have that kind of effect where the really strong reviews are helping it out later on. Hopefully it does. And again, like we said in the voiceover there, it's just a beta. We don't have the PlayStation 4 numbers. Hopefully it's not the end of the road already for this game.
So let us know down in the comments below if you tried the open beta. Is this the type of game that you would be interested in? Did you like it? Didn't you? Let us know down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new around here, check out some more of our content on your screen around about here. You can support us on Patreon on the link on your screen around about there, and we'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.